NKTelco Sports. We are here at Botkins Community Park, where the Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Schwiedemann Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, and First National Bank. This is NKTelco Sports. All right, we are back here on the field where the Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds take on the Botkins Trojans. As these girls get set to kick off, first possession will go to the Thunderbirds. And there's the whistle. Thunderbirds staying back in their own zone. Pass up to number 23, Jessica Wilker. And it's pushed along the sidelines. Number 11 there, Avery Rice. Back to 23, Emily Scarberry. Or Jessica Wilker, sorry. Ball having yet to barely make it past the halfway mark of the field. And the Trojans push it back in. Thunderbirds pop it back over the half line. And the Trojans take possession. Moving it up the field. A nice big pass. Oh, and intercepted by the Thunderbirds, and it's pushed back towards the Trojans' territory. Number 11, Avery Rice, has the ball. She's moving down the field. Number 8, Cecilia with her. She pops a shot on goal, and it's easily captured by the goaltender. Nice big kick. And Thunderbirds are there to push it back over the half line. And the Thunderbirds are back in possession. Number 17 pushes the ball backwards. A foot race for the ball. Number 3 on the Trojans, Sydney Meyer, coming up and pushing it just outside of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Thunderbirds. A lot of this play hanging around the midfield area. Haven't really spent a lot of time in the end zones yet. And that's back to the Thunderbirds defense. And the Trojans pop it back forward. Number 14, Jenna Free, down in the end zone, looking to take that ball back and get it towards the net. She's being held off by a Thunderbird. Pushed down the sideline. And number 11, Avery Rice, is there. Take the ball and get it back over the halfway line. Midfield. Trojans back to get the ball. They pop it towards the sideline, and that's going to be out. Out of bounds, we got Avery Rice with a throw-in. Kicks it back to number 23, Jessica Wilker. She's going to push it right at the net. And Grace Holman is there to easily take the ball. Take her time, let her teammates get into position. And a big kick back over midfield. Oh, Thunderbird missing with the foot there. I believe that's Jessica Wilker missing it with the foot. Pushing past her. And the Trojans there to intercept the ball, but bounces right back to a Thunderbird player. To number 15 of the Thunderbirds. The Trojan player gets there in first. Number 4, Haley, trying to play it off her head, just pushes past her. Foot race for the ball towards the sidelines. Back into Trojan territory, and they quickly pop it back out. Number 11, Avery Rice, pushing it forward. Number 8, Claire Peterman back to kick the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds off a Thunderbird player. Big throw in. Avery Rice there to try. Oh, she almost intercepts it. Now she has the ball, pushing it down the sideline. Number 15 in front of the net. Oh, and it's intercepted by the Trojan, and they pop it right out. Number 14 from the Trojans, Tara Grieve. And it's turned around and pushed back and out of bounds. That'll be a Trojan throw-in. And the Thunderbirds pop it back into Trojan territory, but the Trojans are there waiting for it. Bring it back over midfield. Number 18, Cassie McGowan, passes it off, and Katie Egbert kicks it downfield. And we've got a foot race towards the, oh, and it's out. That'll be a goal kick for the Thunderbirds. Just not quite fast enough to get there before it went out of bounds. I've not seen the ball in the Thunderbirds goal zone very much this game yet. Nice big kick from the goal kick. Avery Rice heads it downfield over the center line. She's there with number 9, Jenna Rose, and that's easily popped back out by the Trojans. Ball bouncing around. Oh, and a nice push from behind. And a whistle from the referee on that one. Thunderbirds kick. She pops a good shot. Headed off a Trojan player and back. That's number 7. Oh, it's not number 7, sorry. Number 17 on Letty Alcaraz has the ball. She pushes it back to Jessica Wilker. Letty pops it forward, foot race towards the ball, and it's out of bounds off the Trojan player. Ball bouncing around a lot in the play between these two teams. Big throw in from the Thunderbirds. Letty Alcaraz is there, and it's pushed back out by the Trojan player. Oh, no, this is going to be off a Thunderbird. Trojan throw in. Score is still 0-0 with 33 minutes left to play in the first half. And it's out of bounds again. Ball back into play. Avery Rice tried to push it down into the end, and it was stripped away from her, and now it's pushed up the sidelines and out by a Trojan player. We've got number 8 with a throw in, and that's Cecilia Rippenoff. Throw in to Rice, pushed down the sideline, and out. Trojans with a quick throw in, having trouble getting out of their own end. Down the sideline again. And Cecilia will have to throw in once more. Well, it gets whistled on an improper throw in. Both hands have to come from behind the head over the head on the throw in. Can't come from the side of the face. Throw in Trojans. Over to number 8, Claire Peterman. She pushes it forward. And the Thunderbird defense is there to pop it back towards midfield. And it's back into Thunderbird territory. Cecilia there to take the ball, and she kicks it out. Nice safe play. Trojan throw in. Here we go with the Trojan throw in. That's over to number 2, Katie Egbert. And the Thunderbirds there are popping it back out. Number 8, Claire Priemer now has the ball. She kicks it in front, looking for and a collision with the goaltender as they rushed for the ball. Oh, and another collision. This one taking down the Thunderbird player, bouncing off the Trojan player's shoulder. And that is number 4 on the Thunderbirds. That's Haley Koenig. A little shaken up after that collision. And we're back with Cecilia Ripinoff getting ready to give the kick. She pushes it back towards midfield into the Trojan territory. Jessica Wilker there with the ball. She's going to take it forward, cutting inside on the Trojan player back towards midfield. Avery Rice pushing it back to Jessica. She's pushing over towards a little bumping and shoving as they head to the sideline. And down goes number 2 on the Trojans, Katie Egbert. Again, seeing some physical play here. Thunderbirds are going to have the kick. And that'll be Jessica Wilker, number 23. Nice shot directly at the goal. Oh, just a little off to the side. Bounce out of play. We should have a goal kick with this. No, it's going to be a corner kick. Must have went off a Trojan player on the way out of bounds. From the corner, it's going to be Avery Rice. She'll be taking the corner kick as the Thunderbirds and Trojans get set in front of the net. Big kick over Peyton Craig's head, and that's going to bounce away from the Trojan net. Foot races number 11, Tara Greavy, beats the Thunderbird player to the ball, takes control and starts to push it downfield. Oh, and the Thunderbirds pop it back in and out of bounds. Tara Greavy with a throw in. She passes it to Cassie McGowan. Cassie looked like she was almost going to bump that ball. And the Thunderbirds pass it back towards midfield. Number 9, Jenna Rose there to apply some pressure. The Trojans pop it back in. Number 18, Cassie McGowan down into the corner. She pops the ball back out. In front of the net, hops over the ball and gets away from the Trojan player and out of bounds. This will be a goal kick from the Thunderbirds. Back into play. Number 15, Cassie Rose, taps the ball and it keeps moving downfield. Avery Rice trying to push the ball down the field. And the Thunderbirds take back possession. Oh, some hot footing and they push it back over the midfield. Trojans bouncing the ball back and forth, trying to get control of the possession and get some momentum heading down the field the other direction. Katie Egbert in the mix with several Thunderbirds. She pops the ball forward. And number 14, Jenna Freed, just not quite able to get her control of the ball. Oh, just reached to grab that ball with a kick. Almost out of her reach. And down goes Avery Rice. She's slow to get up. Ball kicked down towards the sidelines. Cecilia Ripinoff pushes it back down and out of bounds. We've got the Trojan throw in. Quickly back into play. Oh, off the back of the head of Avery Rice. Sorry, that's not Avery Rice. That was Peyton Craig. My bad. We'll have Cecilia Rippenoff taking this throw in. Big throw from Cecilia. Avery Rice in control. She's going to push the ball down the sideline. Untouched by a couple Trojan players. She pops it in off the arm and out of bounds of the Trojan player. A good hustle by Avery Rice on that run down the sideline. Just not quite able to pop it in front of the net, where we had a couple Thunderbird players waiting to take control. Avery Rice back for the corner kick. As the players get set in front of the net. Big kick out off of the Trojan player and away from the Trojan end. Chloe pushes it back towards the net and easily taken by the goaltender. Lines it up with a big kick. Not quite past the halfway part, but right on her mark at the Trojan. Then back over to the Thunderbird goalkeeper. Quick play from goalkeeper to goalkeeper. Trojans trying to push it in. Jessica Wilker there to head it back. And it pushes back into Trojan territory. And out of bounds. Peyton Craig with the throw in on this one. Over to Avery Rice, and she knocks it out of bounds. Good hustle trying to get over towards the ball. Just not able to take control and get it back towards the net. Trojans with the throw in. Number 6, Kinley Top. Throws it over the Trojan players, and the Thunderbirds are able to take it back into the Trojan end zone. Good kick down Jenna Fries there. She's going to hang out in front of the net and look for the pass. And down goes Trojan player. Be a free kick from the corner. Number 8, Claire Peterman taking the kick. She sets up. Pops one on it. And a header down to into the goal zone, or into the goal. Number 16, Paige Lane, putting her head on that ball and bouncing it right into the back of the net. It is 1-0 Trojans. A lot of the play in this half being spent in the Trojan territory. Trojans finally get it out into the end zone, and a nice kick with a beautiful header, putting the ball in the back of the net. Thunderbirds take the kickoff. Jessica Wilker bringing the ball forward. She's got Avery Rice on her left, passes it over. Avery pushes it right to a Trojans player. Number 2, Katie Egbert, pushing past. She pops it forward. Got a hustle for the ball inside. Cecilia and number 4, Sydney Steinke. Ball pushed out of bounds. It's going to be a Trojan throw-in. Number 16, Paige Lane. Passes it to 2, Katie Egbert. And the ball is pushed back into Trojan territory and then quickly popped out and out of bounds. We'll have Cecilia Rippenhoff taking another throw-in from the sideline. She gives it a good kick and pushes it down and out of bounds. Claire Peterman with a throw-in. She pops it high. and kicked right back by Thunderbird. Thunderbirds press forward. And it's kicked out of bounds. A lot of back and forth with the ball play in this game. And a lot of time with that ball out of bounds. All right, Cecilia with another throw in. She throws it high and in. Jessica Wilker running and chase the ball down. She pushes towards the end zone, misses the kick, and it's out on a Trojan. Cecilia ripping off with another throw in. Number 14, Jenna Free, hanging back in the Thunderbird end zone. On Thunderbird territory, I should say. Sydney Stanky there to try and take the ball. Cecilia's going to pop it over. And Jessica Wilker bringing the ball down. It's taken over by Jenna Free. Oh, and she has the ball stripped from her. Cookie goes to the ground and gets back up. And Avery Rice, hot footing it down the center. She's got Letty Alcaraz with her, and the ball is stripped away and popped back towards midfield, where Cecilia's waiting for it. And a big kick off the referee and out of bounds. Cecilia ripping off with the throw in again. A quick header back to Cecilia, and she pushes it down the sidelines. Number 8, Claire Peterman there to bounce it back over the midfield. And it's pushed back down into Thunderbird territory. Number 22, Madison Wendell, fans on the shot, but Trojans are able to keep possession as number 4, Sydney Stanky, pushes it back. And the Thunderbirds pop it back towards midfield. Avery Rice hustling after the ball, trying to take it from the Trojan player. That's number 11, Tara Greavy. Avery hot footing it. She takes a shot on goal and bounces off a Trojan player and into the goalkeeper's hands. Good hustle by her down the field and gets the shot away. Just not enough net to hit at. Number 4, Haley Koenig pops it back over the midfield. Back to Avery Rice. Jessica Wilker pushing it down. She takes a shot towards the end zone and pops it out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for the Trojans. Score is 1-0. Trojans leading over the Thunderbirds. A lot of action in the play. Spending a lot of time in the Trojan territory. A great header from a free kick in the corner in the Thunderbirds territory has led the Trojans to their 1-0 lead. We have 17:40 left in this half. Big kick from Grace Holman. Pops it back towards midfield. Trojans have control. And Thunderbirds take it back. Jessica Wilker pops it down the field towards Avery Rice, but the Trojans there to pop it right back over midfield. Oh, and it's stripped away by Jenna. Jenna Free hustling down the field. She passes it over and back to another Trojan player. And she takes a kick on net with the left foot. Nice strong kick on goal. Kit Sayatoski able to get her hands on it. Gives it a big kick out of the end zone. But it's pushed right back in by the Trojans. Throw in from number 11, Tara Greavy. Comes right back to her, and she kicks it down towards the net. Also towards the corner is number 21, Peyton Craig. Missed the kick. The ball bounced past her. Trojans push it back to regroup. Oh, fanned on the kick. And Thunderbirds take back possession. Number 17, Letty Alcaraz, pops it back, and another fan on the kick. Back to a Trojan player. Ball's up and out of bounds. That'll be off the Thunderbirds. This was about the position that the Trojans took their last goal from. Of course, it wasn't a corner kick, it was a free kick, but that same corner position. We'll see if they can do something similar with this opportunity. Claire Peterman taking the corner kick. Trojans on the move. It's going to be short, and the Thunderbird heads it out of the goal box. Pushes it downfield. And it's out of bounds again. Goal kick for the Thunderbirds. Number 8, Cecilia. Gives it a strong kick. And the Trojans push it back in their own territory to regroup. Thunderbirds are all over Katie Egbert. I'm sorry, that's Claire Peterman. And Avery Rice knocks it out of bounds after colliding with a Trojan player. Both teams with a lot of hustle. When these girls have collided, they've collided pretty hard. It's thrown in to number 17, Letty Alcaraz. She pushes it over to Jessica Wilker. Oh, and Jessica takes a little shot to the face on that little collision. And it's popped down towards midfield, where Cecilia's there to knock it out of bounds. Trojan throw in. She pushes it right in front of her. The Trojan player pushes it back. And the Trojans are hustling down the field. Josie Moeller back to get the ball. She fans on the shot. And Jenna Free knocks it towards the end zone and out of bounds. We've got 13 minutes left in this half as the Trojans get ready for another goal kick. Sorry, the Thunderbirds get ready for another goal kick. Trojans lead 1-0. That goal kick off the head of Jenna Free. And it's out of bounds. Thunderbirds will take this. Cecilia back for another throw in. Up and over to Letty Alcaraz, and it's bounced back towards the Thunderbird goal and then pushed back towards midfield. Up to Avery Rice. Avery Rice hustling towards it. Trojans are back. Some good hustle from both teams chasing after that ball. Number 6 on the Trojans, Kinley Top, able to get it back and get that ball out of bounds, clearing it away from the net. Thunderbird throw in. Jessica Wilker heads it over towards the net. And then it's kicked out by a Trojan, and that received by Cecilia. She pushes it over to Letty Alcaraz. Letty over to Avery Rice. Avery got some room to move. She kicks it, and it's up and over the net. Just about 6 feet too high. That was a good offensive push by the Thunderbirds. making their way from the midfield point down towards the net. Good hustle. Grace Holman. Goal kick towards midfield. Jenna Freeze there. She pops it forward. Katie Egbert there to watch it go out of bounds. Thunderbirds have the throw in. They push it right back in. And it's off the Thunderbird and out of bounds again. Chloe, the throw in. Good move by Jessica Wilker to pull that ball inside. Number 2, Katie Egbert, coming after it. Letty Alcaraz pushes it forward, and she gets the ball right back over to Jessica Wilker. Letty Alcaraz back over to Jessica Wilker. She pushes it forward, and it's going to go out of bounds before Jenna Rose could get to it. Tara Greavy with the throw in to Katie Egbert. And Jenna Rose is there to push it back. Letty Alcaraz with the kick. It's going to go wide. Also for the ball as Avery Rice tries to get to it. Jenna Rose is going to take the throw in. The Thunderbirds putting some good pressure on, the Thunderbirds putting some good pressure on the Trojans' end zone. Keeping that ball in Trojan territory and the pressure on the net. Trojans are able to clear it over midfield, and it goes right back in. And this will go out of bounds. Cecilia Rippinoff taking a throw in from the side. Up over Letty Alcaraz to Cassie Rose. Claire Peterman pushing it forward. She loses control, but the Trojans keep control. They push it back over midfield. She's there again to push it back into Thunderbird territory. A little contact between players there as Chloe goes down to the ground and gets back up pretty quickly. And it'll be Cecilia Rippinoff with the free kick. She waits for players to get into position. 9 minutes left in the half. Trojans leading by 1. You are watching NKTelco Sports. Cecilia with the kick. Up and over half. And bounced right back in. Jenna Free had control and then lost it. And Jessica Wilker pushes it back into Trojan territory. Avery Rice is there, bouncing between 2 Trojan players. Paige Lane popped the ball up high. And number 2 for the Thunderbirds is pushing the ball forward. She's got Avery Rice in front of the net. Stops. Takes a look. And the Thunderbirds struggle to keep possession as that drive to the net is halted by the Trojans. Cecilia over to Jessica Wilker. She pops it down the sideline. Number 15 hustles towards it, Cassie Rose, and the Trojans put it out of bounds. Cecilia with the throw in. And it's right back out of bounds. 7:43 left in the half. Trojans leading by 1. Cecilia with the throw in. And again, the Trojans are there to push it away. Big kick from the Trojan player, and that's going to put the ball out of bounds. Over to Avery Rice. Bouncing around. Claire Peterman pushes it forward. Jenna Free chasing down the ball. And the Thunderbirds kick it right back towards midfield. Letty Alcaraz chasing the ball down the sidelines. Claire Peterman's there to stop her and put it out of bounds. Not happy with the call. It looks like it's going to be a Thunderbird throw-in. Throws it directly to a Trojan player, and they put it down into the end zone. Number 4, Haley Koenig. She's back. Jenna Free right on top of her. A little shoving going on. All the way back into the Thunderbirds corner. And the Thunderbirds strip it away from Jenna Free in the corner. And pop it out of bounds. That'll be a Trojan throw in. Six minutes left in the half. Trojans leading 1-0. Trojans push back to Claire Peterman. Claire gives it a kick towards the net. Jenna Free gets a foot on it, but not enough to keep control. And Kit is going to give it a big kick and get it out of here. Bounces over the midfield line. And then is popped out of bounds by a Thunderbird.
Yeah, we might have to.
Thunderbirds with the throw in. Right back to a Thunderbird and kicked out of bounds once again. Ball back into play, and the Thunderbirds pop it out again. Trojans are slowly inching down the sidelines as each throw-in is met with a kick out of bounds. And yet again, off of the Thunderbird player and back out of play. Ball back into play, pushing back towards midfield. Avery Rice picks up the ball. She's going to hustle down. She's got number 2 with her. Spins around. Trojans are there to meet her and push the ball back towards midfield. Pop down into the corner. Number 3, Sydney Meyer there, hustling to get the ball. She's met with number 26, Chloe Kaskosek. Ball pushed in front of Thunderbirds, they're going to pop it out. Avery Rice down, not happy about not getting a call on that play. Off the goaltender and towards the corner, and she is able to get back on it. That ball spinning pretty good when she touched it. Not able to get it into her possession. It almost goes into the corner. Trojans with a big headbutt, putting the ball back towards Kit. She's got possession again. Another big kick towards midfield. This time, Cassie Rose pushing it out of bounds. And the Trojans with another throw-in. Thunderbird missing that ball. Number 22 pushes it down. Madison Wendell pushes it down and out of bounds. Big throw in from the Thunderbirds. Avery Rice just missing that ball, getting into Trojan possession. Trojans with a big shot on goal. Kit getting her hands securely on the ball this time. Two minutes and 20 seconds left in the half. She pops it towards midfield. Oh, Trojan rushing for that ball. Pops it back over half. Number 2 goes down. And the ball is kicked out of play. Some pretty physical play between these two teams today. Thunderbirds with the throw in. Over to Jessica Wilker. She juggles the ball and pops it up. And it goes out of bounds off her head. Kinley Top with the throw in. She pushes the ball back down the infield. And it's going to go, oh, just saved. And then out of bounds off a Thunderbird. So another Trojan throw in. Deep in the Thunderbird territory. And it's headed out by a Thunderbird. That'll bring Claire Peterman back to the corner kick. Claire with the assist on the first and only goal from the free kick in the corner. She gives it a big kick, lands it right in front. Oh, and off ahead and away from the net. Hit with Trojan players all over her. Reached up to grab the ball and it was just a little high. And then off a Trojan head and out of bounds. That'll bring the Thunderbirds up for a quick goal kick as they rush to get this last play in. 25 seconds left on the clock. It is 1-0. Down the field they go. Number 2 takes a spill. That's going to put Jessica Wilker with the ball for a free kick. And the buzzer signals the end of the half. You're watching NKTelco Sports. Stay tuned for more high school action as the Botkins Trojans take on the Thunderbirds.
Toby Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers, to families with the pitter-patter of little feet, to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Welcome back to NKTelco Sports. We are here with the Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds taking on the Botkins Trojans. Trojans are up 1-0. We're heading into the second half with the Trojans having the kickoff this time. The one goal that has been scored by the Trojans was Claire Peterman kicking from a free kick from the corner to Jenna Free putting the head on it and popping it into the back of the net. And the whistle goes, and the Trojans take possession. Claire Peterman popping the ball up and over. Katie Egbert there, Thunderbirds take control and push it back towards the midway. We've got Jessica popping the ball forward. Avery Rice hustling for it. But Grace Holman is there to get her hands on it and send Avery back towards the mid-center. Grace putting her foot on it. She pops it out over the midline. Off the halfway. And Katie Egbert misses it with the head. Thunderbirds kick it right back into Trojan territory. And then it's popped right back over the line again. Cecilia puts a foot on it. And the Trojans push it back towards the net. Jenna Free hustling for the ball. Madison Wendell kicks it in. Jenna Free able to get a foot on it but not take control. And she's there again as the Thunderbirds fan on a kick. Number 26, Chloe, not quite getting her foot on that ball. Sydney Meyer warding off the defense. Thunderbirds having a tough time getting that ball from her. Jessica strips it away, and she's going to start pushing it down the sideline with a big kick. Trojan defense, Lindsay. She pushes it down the line and out of bounds. Be a Thunderbirds throw in. Cassie Rose throws the ball off the head and then off the chest of a Trojan player, and Trojans take possession. Trojans pushing the ball down and out of bounds. Cassie Rose with the throw in again. She pushes the ball down. There's Avery Rice. Peels the ball back and away. Over to Jessica Wilker. Back over to Avery Rice. And they start to push down towards the goal. Left foot kick, and she's going to pop it high and over the net. A good hustle by Avery. She drives towards the net, gets a little too far under the ball and pops it up. Grace Holman getting ready to take the the goal kick. Still a 1-0 game. Trojans in the lead. And the Trojans push it out of bounds. Cassie with the throw in. Off the Trojan player, and it's going to bounce out of bounds, and Cassie will take another stab at that. Another throw over to Avery Rice. Trying to ward off the Trojan player. Oh, and she's taken down. And the Trojans push the ball back towards midfield. Jessica over to Letty. Trojans with a big kick off the Thunderbirds player. And they push it back. Katie Egbert hustling towards the sidelines to save that ball. She pulls it back in towards center. Puts the ball just a little far out in front of her, and Jessica not able to take it away from her. Kick on goal, and Kit's there with the save. Kit having a little trouble keeping that ball from bouncing off the gloves today. Earlier had a scoring opportunity that went off her gloves and almost rolled into the corner. Trojans taking possession. They'll throw it in from the sidelines. 35.5 left in this half. And it's back out of bounds. Trojans with another throw-in. Tara Greavy with the throw-in. She's got Sydney Meyer. Not able to keep control of the ball. And Thunderbirds take the throw-in. That one bouncing off Cassie Rose. Trojans with the new possession throw it in. Sydney Meyer unable to take control. Thunderbirds, a bit of a dangerous pass, passing it back in front of their net. And Kit's over there to get their hands on the ball. Big kick towards midfield. Avery Rice there. She's going to bring it down the sideline, past two Trojans. Claire Peterman there to stop her. Sorry, not Claire Peterman, Kinley Top. Kinley has the throw in. And the Thunderbirds bounce it right back out. Kinley with another throw in down the line. Katie Egbert overruns it just a bit. Jenna Rose. Katie Egbert pushing it forward. And the Thunderbirds clear it out of the goal box. Kit Sayatowski with a big kick coming up. She pushes it back towards half. Bouncing. Avery Rice is there, not able to take possession. Off the head of a Trojan, back towards half. Letty Alcaraz pushes it over and it's down into Avery Rice again. Avery Rice takes a shot at goal. Not quite able to put it in. Grace Homer with some good hands. She takes control of the ball and puts it back towards half. Cecilia there to bounce it, but unable to take control. Jessica Wilker takes the ball. She passes it forward, just out of reach of Cassie Rose. Score is Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 0. We're in the second half with 32.5 minutes left. A kick that's going to roll on net. Thunderbirds back to clear it out. Number 4, Haley Koenig, getting back to push that ball out of bounds. Jenna Free giving her a good run for her money all the way to the end zone. That's going to bring Claire Peterman back to the corner for the corner kick. Claire Peterman with several corner kicks this game. She puts it up. Off the head of a Trojan. Not able to get it on net. Another one. And Kit's up in the air and grabs the ball. She sends it out. Avery Rice is there. She takes the ball and starts driving down towards the net. Puts it on net, and it's Avery. Grace Holman able to pull it out of the air, bounce it back into her possession. Avery a little slow to get up after that hustle. Cecilia puts it just outside of her reach, almost gets it taken by a Trojan. Katie Egbert taking out Peyton Craig. And that'll put it back into Thunderbird possession with the free kick. Cecilia Rippinoff taking the kick from the midpoint of the field. Right on the center line. Big kick from Cecilia. She puts it off Claire Peterman, and Clara pushes it right back to Cecilia. Down into the corner, Avery Rice. She's on the ball. Pops it off. Bounces off a Trojan player and out of bounds. Looks like Sydney Steinke was the player that ball bounced off. We've got 30 minutes left in the half. Trojans up 1-0. You're watching NKTelco Sports. We've got Avery Rice with the throw in. Nice easy throw. She puts it to Letty Alcaraz. Over to Peyton Craig. Peyton takes a shot at it. Not able to put it at net. Chloe back to grab the ball. She passes it off to Jessica Wilker. Jessica pushes it forward to Cassie Rose, just out of her reach. And Tara Greavy bounces it off Cassie and out of bounds. The majority of this half so far being spent in the Trojan end zone. Ball bouncing and out of bounds. We'll give the possession back to Thunderbirds. Cassie Rose with the throw in. She pops it right off Jessica Wilker's head. And the Trojans push it forward, but not enough force in that ball to get it out of the end zone or get it out of their half. And the Thunderbirds push it back in. Peyton Craig rushing to the corner, and the Trojans are going to put it out. .28.5 left in the half. Trojans up by 1. Peyton Craig with the throw in. He throws it down to Avery Rice. Avery pops it up, and it's going to be behind the net and out of bounds. And that'll bring a goal kick for the Trojans. Grace Holman not having a lot of goals or a lot of shots on net, but definitely very secure with her hands today. Not having a lot of difficulty getting control of the ball when it does come into her in her possession. She'll be taking the goal kick. Puts it up and off of Cassie. Tara Greavy pops it over. Katie Egbert drives it down over half. And Jenna Free takes possession of the ball. She's driving down the sidelines. She passes it over to number 18, Cassie McGowan, and that ball's going to be driven out of the end. Goal kick for the Thunderbirds coming up. Sorry, I stand corrected. That'll be a corner kick for the Trojans. Players getting set in front of the net. Claire Peterman with several corner kicks this game. She puts it up and a little far over all the players' heads, and that ball's going to bounce towards the end zone. Number 3, Sydney Meyer back. She's facing off against Haley Koenig. As they bump around the sidelines there. Haley down on top of the ball, and it goes out off of Sydney. That'll put the ball back in the Thunderbirds' possession with a throw in. Cassie Rose taking the throw in. Ball pushing over towards midway point. Pops it up to Avery Rice. Oh, and a Trojan gets a foot on it and stops that pass. And they push it right back into Thunderbird's end. Trojans popping it up. Number 4, Haley Koenig. Rushing back to get it, but Kit gets there first. She's going to put the ball up and out. Little fumble over the ball, putting it back into Thunderbird possession. Avery Rice goes down. Katie Egbert pops it forward. Sydney Meyer down the sidelines now. She's stopped by Jessica. She's stopped by Chloe, sorry. Not by Jessica, by Chloe. Ball pushed down and then kicked right back out. A game of ping pong going on. Avery Rice knees the ball forward, and the Trojans put it out the sidelines. Peyton Craig with the throw in. She takes it over to Letty Alcraz. Letty back to Peyton. Thunderbirds unable to continue to push towards the net. Jenna Free goes down. There's a little endo. Trojans are going to get a free kick. .24 minutes left in the half. Trojans up 1-0. We've got Claire Peterman taking the free kick just over the center line. She puts it up and it's headed back by the Thunderbirds. Haley Koenig rushing from the ball against Sydney Meyer. Back over to Claire Peterman. She goes around and gets the kick off, pushing the ball back down into the corner. And Sydney Meyer's down to get the ball. She has it stripped away by Thunderbird. Jessica Wilker takes the ball and pops it down the line. Stopped by Trojan. And Claire Peterman back in possession. And out of bounds it goes. Trojans with this throw in. 23 minutes left in the half. 1-0 Trojans. Claire Peterman gives it a kick, but it's immediately pushed right back out by the Thunderbirds. Rice hustling. She's able to beat 3 Trojan players to the ball. Puts her left foot on it and is going to pop it high and over the net and out of bounds. Avery definitely has some great speed. Able to get up and go, beating 3 Trojan players to the ball in that instance. Grace Holman with the kick. That's popped back out over center. Jenna Free had the ball, wasn't able to keep control of it. Back into Thunderbird possession. Cassie McGowan takes it down the sideline and out front to Jenna Free, who's unable to get there in time. Fan on the kick and into Kit's possession. Kit puts it out of the end. Thunderbird over to Rice. Avery Rice brings it downfield. She puts her left foot on it. Oh, through the player of a Trojan. Almost screening Holman. Holman able to see the ball and get her hands on it just in time. Holman put the ball over center line. Jessica Wilker passing it back, and then it's bumped forward and out of bounds. Trojans with the throw in. Number 21, Peyton Craig, heading out. We have a substitution. Ball's pushed forward to Letty Alcaraz, and then bumped back out. Avery Rice is able to chase it down. She's got the ball. She puts it back in the corner, able to beat Holman on that run. A great hustle by Avery Rice, able to finish it off with a kick in the corner. That ties up the game. Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1, with 20 and a half left in the half. We've seen the Thunderbirds in the Trojan end zone a lot this game, unable to put the ball in the back of the goal. Avery Rice ready and able to capitalize on that last run. Whistle blows, Trojans take back possession. Claire Peterman bounces it up down the line. To Cassie McGowan. Cassie McGowan pushes it out. Jenna Free bounces it back. Katie Egbert hustling for the ball and unable to get it back in her possession. Trojans pop it back. Katie Egbert there, misses with the head. Cecilia able to bump it, but it goes back into Trojan possession. Cassie McGowan has a little room to move. Haley Koenig comes flying through and blocks the shot and knocks it out of bounds. Good hustle by Haley to get in front of that ball. McGowan had some room. Perhaps had got that shot off a little faster, might have had a better opportunity in scoring. But there was nobody over there with her. That puts Claire Peterman back in the corner kick position. Claire with a great kick from the corner, able to place that ball nicely. She pops it up, and it bounces out away from net. Thunderbirds are there to put a hustle on it. They drive down towards center. Big kick forward, Avery Rice there, but not able to stop the ball from heading back. Cassie McGowan squaring off on the sidelines with Jenna Rose. Letty passes it back to Jessica. And the ball back on the sidelines. Jenna Rose coming down towards it. It's popped up and out by the Trojans. Thunderbirds with another throw in. Cecilia Rippinoff throwing it in. Right to Avery. Avery back to Cecilia. Cecilia puts it into the mix. No target, it looked like. Just bounced it into a bunch of white shirts. Avery puts it in front of the net, and they put it right back to Avery, giving her another chance. And then it bounces off Trojan player and out of play. That'll bring the corner kick for the Thunderbirds. 18 minutes left in the half. We are all tied up. Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1. You are watching NKTelco Sports. Avery Rice setting up her corner kick. Signals. Light kick over. Pumps it back to Avery. Avery not able to stay on her feet. Bounce down again. And the whistle's going to blow on that one. That'll bring out a free kick. Avery a little slow to get up. Kinley Top standing in the way between the ball and the net. Jessica Wilker with the kick. She pushes it up, and it's going to go up and out. No Thunderbird there to put their head on it. Just a little high. That'll give Grace Holman a chance to get off another goal kick. Push that ball down and over the center line and out of Trojan territory. She puts it back into play. Right off Avery Rice. Avery Rice cuts back to the inside. She has the ball stripped away from her and down she goes. Jenna Rose intercepts that pass, pushes it right back. Madison Wendell scoring off against number 2. Sydney Meyer taking a spill. And that'll bring about the free kick. Jessica Wilker taking the kick. 16 minutes left in the half. Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1. You're watching NKTelco Sports. Jessica takes the kick. Pushes it up and back deep in the net. Off of Holman's head. Thunderbirds unable to capitalize on the confusion there. Letty Alcaraz trying to give it a back kick. Just trying to get her foot on the ball, pushing it towards the net. A bit of a fumble by Holman. With a bunch of players standing in front of her on that shot. Big bounce off the ball. Jenna Free is there, surrounded by Thunderbird players. She pushes it back. Sydney Meyer. Sydney pushes it, but Jessica Wilker's there to intercept. Claire Peterman's back, facing off against number 2 player from Thunderbirds. And back into Thunderbird territory and out of bounds. Trojan throw in. Down the line. Fans on the kick a little bit and just pops it up. That brings Claire Peterman down. She takes a spill. Jessica Wilker. After Jessica Wilker collides with her. Cecilia rushing the ball down. Over center line. And just gets outwheeled by Katie Egbert. Good hustle by both girls. Katie able to overtake her and push that ball back towards center. Cecilia ripping off with the throw in for the Thunderbirds. Nice strong throw. And it's met with a Trojan foot who kicks it back and out of bounds. Another throw deep down the sidelines. Intercepted by Trojan. Pushes it right back to Cecilia. Cecilia will play it off of her stomach and then kick it right back. And we get an out of bounds call. Free kick. My apologies. Claire Peterman taking the free kick, pushing it over the center line. Jenna Rose there to meet it with her foot. Just missed. That'll bring Letty Alcaraz down. She runs into Claire Peterman. Claire pushes it right back into Thunderbird zone. Letty Alcaraz pushing it forward to Avery Rice. Avery Rice hustling down the field. Not able to get through the 4 defenders, the Trojans. Letty Alcaraz open on the side. Not able to get a pass. Headed back over the center line. Claire Peterman pushes the ball forward. Another popped up kick. And that's going to drive it out of bounds. Thunderbirds will take possession with the throw-in. We have 10.5 minutes left in this half. Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1. You are watching NKTelco Sports. All right, we are back in play. Thunderbirds bouncing off Trojan and out of bounds. That'll give Thunderbirds possession. Avery Rice is going to take the throw in. She gives it to Cassie Rose, who pops it down the sidelines in the opposite direction. And out of bounds it goes. Cassie Rose with the throw in. 9.5 left in the half. Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1. Ball back in play. Letty Alcaraz met with Claire Peterman's foot. Claire puts the ball right over Letty's head. Jessica Wilker able to push the ball downfield, but then it's bounced right back to Cecilia. Jenna Rose pops that ball, bounces off Trojan and back towards Cecilia. Cecilia pushing it down into the end, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Claire Holman will have another goal kick. Minutes left in the half. Thunderbirds 1, Trojans 1. Letty Alcaraz gives it a pop up on net. Easy catch for Holman. She puts it back towards center. Katie Egbert playing it off her head, and that's going to be played back into the Trojan end. Jessica Wilker there, taking the ball towards the end zone. Towards the sideline. Cuts back to the inside. She pushes it forward to Letty Alcaraz. Letty Alcaraz over to Avery Rice. Avery not able to get there in time. And she takes a spill after colliding with a Trojan player. Cecilia Ripinoff playing the ball on the sidelines. She pops it up and out. That ball going off a Trojan player before it exited. Puts the possession back into Thunderbirds. Cecilia puts the ball back into play to Avery Rice. Avery bouncing it off a Trojan player, takes possession back. Then down she goes, taking Claire Peterman down with her. Claire landing on top. That'll give Claire another free kick. She pops it up towards the goal. Bounces through the players, hustle for the ball. Kit there, able to get her hands on the ball. Scoring opportunity for Madison Wendell as she hustled towards that ball. Katie Egbert put her foot on it, bouncing it back into Thunderbird territory. She gives it another kick. This time playing it off of Cecilia. Letty Alcaraz pops it down line. Hustle for the ball. They're going to take it. Trojan player's going to take it out towards the corner. Smart play there, keeping it away from the net. Number 11, Tara Greavy. And that'll give Thunderbirds a free kick. Avery Rice gets set to take that. She puts it at net and it's immediately kicked away and out of bounds. That ball taking a roll all the way down into the woods. We've got 7 minutes left in this half. Trojans won, Guests won. Sorry, Trojans won, Thunderbirds won. Rice with the throw in over to Jessica Wilker. And that's immediately kicked down the sideline. Hustle for the ball, and it's pushed out of bounds. Cassie Rose with the throw in. Avery Rice popping it backwards. And out of bounds. Some good hustle and pressure from the Thunderbirds in the last couple minutes as they've kept the ball in the Trojans' territory. This half has been a little bit more balanced, with play being held in both ends. Not quite so dominated as it was in the first half, with the Thunderbirds spending a lot of time in the Trojans' end. Thunderbirds bring it, short kick, bring that ball in front. Letty Alcaraz warding off the Trojan player. Madison Wendell watching that ball go by, and the Thunderbirds chase it but not able to keep it in bounds. Grace Holman will take the goal kick. 5.5 minutes left in the half. Score tied 1-1. Letty Alcaraz pushes it over, stolen by the Trojan player. That's Cassie McGowan. Over to Jenna Free. Jenna Free bounces it back. Unable to get possession and hit towards the net. And the Thunderbirds pop it back towards center. Claire Peterman there to stop it and bring it back into the end zone at the end. They put a soft shot on goal and Kit's there to grab it. She rifles it off towards center. Claire Peterman there to knock it down. Cassie Rose bumps it forward. Grace Holman's there to grab it. Good strong kick pass. And past Avery Rice. Looks like she did something to her knee when trying to stop that ball. Jessica Wilker all over Claire Peterman. Claire drawing the free kick. And it looks like Avery Rice going down to the knees now. Not doing well after she tried to stop that ball. Maybe hyperextended her knee. Trainer coming out to check on her. And he'll assist her off the side. Avery Rice playing a very good game today. The only goal for the Thunderbirds. We are in the second half. Thunderbirds 1, Trojans 1. You're watching NKTelco Sports. Down to 3:56 left in the half. As they assist Avery Rice off the sidelines. And the Trojans get ready for a free kick. Claire Peterman puts it up and into the end zone. Into the Thunderbirds end. She's there to kick it again. Putting a shot on goal. Hits all over that one. Easily taking control of that ball.
Come on, White, get it back!
She rifles it back towards half. Taylor McGraw taking the ball and pushing it out. Trojan player knocks it out. Cassie Rose with the throw in. Big throw over to Letty Alcaraz. She's there with Madison Wendell. And that ball gets pushed out again. Cassie Rose with another throw in. Again, Alcaraz and Wendell. Alcaraz pushes in front. McGraw there, but not able to get a shot, get control of the ball. Jessica Wilker pushes it back, and the ball's kicked back towards the net. Letty Alcaraz gets a foot on that, knocks it out of bounds. And possession will go back to the Trojans. They're throwing. 2.5 left in the half. We are Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1. Botkins popping the ball up and out. Thunderbirds take back possession. Clock continues to count down. 2:15 left in the half. Cassie Rose puts in a good throw. Jessica Wilker there. Cassie Rose with another shot. Bounces off a Trojan player. And Claire Peterman's there to clear it back. Cecilia back, and in comes Jenna Free. She strips the ball. Allows Katie Egbert to get control of it. Out of bounds it goes, and Trojans will take the throw in. Letty Alcaraz takes control, pushes back to Jessica Wilker. Pops it down and past McGraw. Trojans take control and they kick it back into Thunderbird end zone. Thunderbird end. 2-on-1 opportunity. Wendell not able to get the pass across. As Haley Koenig's there to stop it and break up the press. Haley Koenig with the throw. We've got 1 minute left in half. Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1. Game still tied. Looks like Avery Rice is coming back into play. Jessica Wilker strips the ball away from Claire Peterman. Takes it down the field. Rice packs it over. Wilker not able to get there in time. Trojans continue to push it down. Jenna Free heading towards the corner. She's going to square off against Haley Koenig. Puts the ball towards the end. Kitt's there to grab it before it goes out of bounds. She rifles it back towards center. Avery Rice loses control of the ball. Claire Peterman takes it, and that is the sound of the buzzer. Trojans 1, Thunderbirds 1. Stay tuned for more on NKTelco Sports after this.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Trust us! NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us! I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has a solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information. Welcome back to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Botkins Community Park where the Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds have taken on the Botkins Trojans. The game ending in a tie, 1-1. Some great action from both teams. Want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Kogi Plumbing, Minster Bank, Schwiedemann Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, NKT Productions, and NKTelco Sports. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. Player of the game, the NKTelco Player of the Game for this game, going to Claire Peterman. Claire spending a lot of time putting a lot of shots in front of the net. Very strong player in this game. She's had a lot of opportunities from the corner to put that ball in front of the net for her players to put it in the net, and she did so efficiently. Great job today, Claire. You are the NKTelco Sports Player of the Game. I am LJ Jellison. Thank you for tuning in to this game, and thank you for watching NKTelco Sports. Until next time, thank you.